What's up guys? So, Bruce Lee, Kung Fu expert, didn't know that much about SEO honestly, once said that you should flow like water. And if you're watching this, you may be thinking, what on earth does that have to do with SEO, Julian? How does that affect Google updates? Well, what I would say is that we can all learn from this philosophy so that we can adopt a winning mindset when it comes to algorithm updates and ranking your website higher. And if you can learn from this video, if you can take the ideas from this video and apply it to your website, then you have a much higher chance of ranking on Google. So with that, let's jump in. So one question I get asked a lot when it comes to algorithm updates is, if a Google algorithm update comes along, should you change your strategy? Does it change everything you're going to do with SEO and your whole processes that you've built already? And what I would say is that the strategy always remains the same. The goal always remains the same. And that's to provide the best possible user experience for visitors who come to your website. So all the customers, all the leads, all the sales that come to your site should get the best possible user experience. And if you focus on that, then all of a sudden, the links that you build to your website, the content that you build to your website, even the conversion rate optimization on your site improves. So for example, if you look at Amazon.com and you look at how they've optimized their site to make sure it's as easy as possible for users to buy from their website, to have a good customer experience, then you realize that actually the strategy always remains the same. Now, one thing I would say is that just like that water example, you have to continually improve and learn along the way. You can't stagnate, okay? Because, for example, if you have an SEO strategy and you have content writers in place, you have people optimizing your on-page SEO, you have to continually improve that. You can't stop. Just like water, flowing along and it keeps moving and you can't really stop it. It's the same with SEO. You have to continually improve, keep learning along the way, and keep developing the processes for your website. So your strategy doesn't change when it comes to Google algorithm updates, but the tactics you use will. The processes will improve. Everything has to keep moving. Because if you stagnate, if you stop improving your processes, your competitors won't. And they will continually improve and eventually outrank you. I mean, for example, if you look at the two core updates, there was one in July this year and there was one in June, which is pretty brutal. I know, from Google to release 2 updates in 1 year is savage. But at the same time, if you haven't been improving your processes, then these core updates, they analyze your whole site. They analyze all the core vitals for your site. And if you've been stagnating for the last year, whilst your competitors have been improving, then all of a sudden they're going to outrank you and your traffic's going to get hit and you're going to lose a lot of the rankings that you had on Google previously. Now, what I would say with Google algorithm updates is that no obstacle should stop you. So whatever comes your way, whether your traffic gets hit, whether your rankings get hit, whether one Google algorithm update really impacts your site, maybe you lose like 50% of your traffic, that shouldn't stop you. Just like water is flowing down the stream and it moves around the rocks and the pebbles and everything that's in its way, you should continually find a way around every single challenge that you have with SEO. I mean, for example, right, I worked with one link building client and before they hired us, their traffic got hit by December's Google algorithm update last year. And it took a big drop. I think they lost like 20 or 30% of their traffic overnight with this update. And all of a sudden they were losing traffic, they were losing leads, they were losing sales. But this client, Ronnie Teja, when he was running this website, he didn't want to stop there. He didn't want to just accept the results from that. He found a way around it. And what he did was he hired us for link building and we built higher quality links, we built more of them. And within a couple of months, their traffic just skyrocketed. They in fact grew to a higher position than they were in before. And that's the beauty of algorithm updates, is that it gives you an obstacle, but if you learn and improve from that, then actually you'll come out at a stronger position with SEO. You'll come out with a better strategy for SEO and a better process, which means better results in the long run. And with these sort of problems that you get with updates, all the challenges that come along with it, if you can learn from them, then you'll come out stronger, you'll come out winning. And it will make you have a better website and a better process in the long run. Now, what I would say with any sort of SEO news that comes out, with new information, with algorithm updates, for example, they can impact a lot of the tactics that you use for SEO. You should approach these sort of things with an empty cup mindset, right? And what I mean by this is if you have a cup and it's full of water and you pour more water in, then it's just going to overflow and go everywhere, right? And it's the same with SEO and your mindset. If you come along with your preconceptions, your pre-existing ideas and comparisons, and it's this full cup of ideas that you have, and basically if you think you know like everything when it comes to SEO, and then all of a sudden people try and pour more information into that cup, you're not going to be able to let it in, and you won't learn anything from what other people teach you. So this empty cup mindset will help you a lot when it comes to SEO, because most people don't want to learn new things. They don't want to improve. They just want to continually stagnate with their previous processes. They think they know everything, right? So for example, you see a lot of people right now who are totally against artificial intelligence and content writing. And this could be a big game changer for the industry. It might not be ready right now, might not be ready in 6 to 12 months, but eventually with artificial intelligence and content writing, SEO may completely change. It may transform as an industry, and you can either adapt and improve based on that, or you can stagnate and fall behind whilst your competitors are quickly learning and improving from these sort of developments. So you really have to approach SEO with the mindset that, yeah, I don't know everything. There may be information that I don't know. And if I can learn from that, then I will improve and I'll get better results with SEO. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helped you. By the way, I do run a link building agency. That's at juliangoldie.com. I'll leave the link in the description. And if you want more backlinks that are going to increase your traffic, get you more leads, get you more sales from Google, then feel free to book in a free 30-minute consultation where we'll teach you a tried and tested proven strategy for link building and ranking your website higher on Google. This is the same strategy that we've used to help hundreds of clients, and I'm sure that it can help your website too. So feel free to book that in. That's at juliangoldie.com. Thanks for watching, and see you on the other side.